Hey, another game on the blockchain, baby. Today we're gonna play with fuck, Undead Slayer and across an internet connection. Fuck, Mr. Madeira. It says in the description of this Play Store that it's offline, but I guess not. Damn it. Right, let's log in into the Skynet. Oh shit. This might take some time. Warrior or mage? I'm gonna go with the mage. The hell. Warriors is for the men's man, but I'm only mage. Yeah, let's go. Plasma field. Cooldown reduction. I'm gonna go with the cooldown reduction. Man, there's a lot of games recently like this. Just recently played the Filipino version. Stable core. Yeah, sure. Oh shit, it's great. Plasma field. Multicast. Shoots out 4 crystals. I'm gonna go with a meat here. Cooldown reduction. It's very common. I don't know what happened to these games in store. There's a lot of I'm gonna go with this. There's a lot of games like this now actually. Vampire Survival, Mega Bank. Now there's a lot of multiple games. Going through random bombs to Ice Storm. Oh shit. Yeah. Oh. Multicast chance. Cooldown reduction. Plasma shield. Oh, lightning storm. Quick chance, cooldown reduction. Multicast. What's your nose? Ah, oh my god, that was slow. Whoa, what the fuck? You got two. Let's do the helicopter. Good one. Oh yeah. Super huge. I might just make that. Oh yeah, okay. 100%. Good chance. More damage. Okay. I know, depending on I don't know, I just started using it. I don't know what to do. I don't know what I'm doing. Good shot. And there's a lot of background noise in the room. And I'm singing, Sarah's talking, I am talking, same music. I'm going with the quick chance. So apply shock. multi-class. Not work tomorrow. With only 3 days left, then when we work on Thursday and Friday. Damage. If I have something, oh shit, there's a boss. Oh, I thought I died there for a second. Nice. Plasma field did so much damage. Ice torrent did fucking nothing at all. I'm turning the volume down as low as possible because one, every time I talk or watch my previous recording, my volume just goes haywire. There are still more rewards. There are, okay, nice. Monthly, I ain't buying anything. And just an ad, just $1. What the fuck is that close phone? I don't know. Oh yeah, gambling 5. I mean 10. Yeah, 1,000. 7. I mean 6. What the fuck? I cannot count. No, this one's 7. Oh, what is? Oh shit! Another gambling. Give me something good. Give me a legendary. Or not. It's giving me 1,000 pumpkins to get more rewards. Yeah. Now 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 50. Oh, it's fucking garbage. 8. Yeah, it's 1,000. Oh, I should have pressed 8 times. Need more dice to oxygen. Oh. This one's 9. 200. Even 8. Oh, 10. It's fucking garbage. 4. 500. Yes, that's enough. Oh my god, I'm coming. Ah. Yeah, more cute. Ah. Oh, that was my grandma talking. Asking me to start. Yeah, let's go play another game. Also, I don't know which my phone's mic is, top or bottom, so I'm not gonna cover both. Good thing this one is a portrait. What the fuck happened to my shit? I'm supposed to be a mage. Why am I a warrior now? Did I forget to change? Anyway, multicast, cooldown reduction. I'm gonna get multicast. Engulf yourself in electricity going down general electric aura. Oh, more damage. Nice. Oh, what's this? More damage. Zero eyes damage, the price low. Cross field. I'm gonna use every field that's possible. Crit chance. Oh yeah. Or an area of effect, nice. More damage. Oh, deadly thorn off to the ground. Got a poison ball. I'm gonna go ahead and incinerate the way. More damage. Oh shit. More damage. Let's upgrade our force field. Let's upgrade what the fuck are we doing? Stop hunting. I need to increase my aura for my force field or whatever. Oh shit, less than 30%? I didn't know that.
That actually sounds like something I would say. That sounds so fucking dumb. I mean, obviously it's not dumb. It's
Yeah,
like
sure.
It'd probably work, but like if I said that, chat would laugh at me. If I said I
3,000.
want to take a car and
5,000.
put
What the
it
fuck?
with lava, you guys would think I'm
Is there a free
a
stuff?
goddamn maniac. Honestly.
No, nothing in here is good.
It's pretty much
The
exactly
question
what I
ad.
said. This is exactly what I had in my head too. And then you take all this and you turn it into a missile, and you just blow it up in space so it shoots the ejaculate throughout the cosmos. This is the Reservation Analysis Laboratory, a nice little greenhouse.
All these games are all the same, man. Level to level, the same stuff. Hmm.
The actual cover here of this facility.
I'll go with the cooldown. Is there any good game by any chance? I don't know. Just couldn't find anything.
Navigate the facility on magnetic tracks. NASA is literally being inspired by my ideas. That is Skynet.
What's it?
That is literally Skynet. Soon the machines will be powered by code. As I brought up in my science fiction epic Skynet. And it's unbelievable. It's so blatant too, right in my face.
Okay, guys.
Troy and I made an entire song about cum robots, and here's NASA not even giving us a footnote in history. I'm so upset about that. I'm out there with the intellectual brains of NASA, we just
Holy shit.
I think it's a wonderful idea.
There's a lot of them.
NASA agrees with me. I just wish they had given a little credit where credit is due. Surely no one else could have stumbled upon such a genius idea. Besides me. So it had to have
Nice, there's a hold on.
mission to the code, whatever they're calling it. Shit. Let's not get sidetracked and cloud ourselves with the important questions such as I
Oh,
did
what's this?
royalties on this mission to the moon thing,
Can
and
I go in there? Oh my god, what the
one
fuck? Stay away
small
from me.
jerk for men, one giant leap for cum in space, and I want a piece of it. I still think what we should do as a species is send like a giant, like, rocket into space that's nothing but a bunch of different semen, and then have it blow up in space and just go across the entire galaxy and see what happens. See if we can cultivate life from a distance. I think that would be a really cool strategy. It would give us something to look for, like Pokemon. I don't know if it would work if we get freeze, but like, maybe a couple of soldiers maybe. I think that would be genius. But I still think one of the best things humanity can do is take a giant, massive rocket, a bunch of different colors, and just flare it into space and see if maybe
Shit. Oh, gain 1% damage for every 20 meters.
I just feel like if it just like starts hitting planets at some point, even like frozen aliens,
Oh, demon sign. Oh, shit. I need that. Good chance. Ah. Nice. I'm gonna with all poison now.
I stay at the forefront of all alien developments. I love alien news. Last night, there was a surprise broadcast.
Nice. More poison.
They presented supposed
Good
alien
chance.
corpses. And you bet your sweet baby I was glued to.
Cast a supernova around you instead with 50% increased damage and 50% increased CE. Focus Nova or Mega Quick? I'm gonna go with the Focus Nova right here. Oh shit.
That's not the case. This is
It's a box. It's a box. Ah man, with no XP, poison doesn't work. Yes, level up. More damage and poison Nova. Okay, guys.
Everything alien. If anyone's going
Oh shit. Got it.
I understand that. I feel like aliens are like with I think they mean I don't think he'd believe this. This looks very
Lies,
silly.
poison on
And
her.
especially just to drop a cold
I
turkey
know
out
that you
of
knew
nowhere
that.
into the screen. Well, I guess it's this is it just doesn't make a lot of sense. Put it into a database that is able to be accessed immediately to they show a list of tests that have been done to the bodies,
Alright.
including
Oh shit, I forgot to see the
medical
damage.
specialists, radiologists, and geneticists.
Glass
They've
unlock.
verified the authenticity and age of the bodies.
Where do I
They
see
showed
that?
scans of their insides that showed metal implants and some of those
Oh
ones
right, I
eggs
forgot
with
about this.
embryos and organic materials. Okay, well, if anyone can access it, it should be super easy for every other scientist in the world to start running tests on it and to confirm it. That should be
Alright,
an
let's
easy
go with a
slam dunk
beast
then if it's
run.
real. There's a 43 gig file.
Wait,
Holy
what?
shit.
What's this?
Well, it's all there. They put it in the labs of the brightest scientists in the world.
Bye?
Let it run loud.
How much food do I have?
They actually look like that. In hand-to-hand combat, for sure. But their tech to get here must be nuts. So now let's go ahead and break down what we've seen here. Judging from the bodies, they're not that large. They're not, like, imposing in stature. I actually feel confident that I can beat them in a fight. Whereas normally the only age group I'm comfortable at beating in hand-to-hand combat is ages 12 and below. I feel like there's just not many children that would beat me in pugilistic combat, and I feel the same for this alien race if they're all about like the same size. And who's to say that these aren't like their elite warriors and the aliens to be equal to? Like, I feel like I'd have no problem just whacking them up and just feeding them knuckle sandwiches out of the So that's nice. That makes you feel a lot more confident should this be a real alien and they all look like that. I feel like we have a really good chance if it came to like fighting them with our bare hands. Now apparently one of the aliens also had eggs inside of it, so I guess we can fight it. Maybe it's possible we could dust the cobwebs off and hatch those puppies ourselves. That would be pretty wild. But now anyway, you heard from the Neanderthal Charles White Jr. Well, let's hear from the preeminent expert in alien research, Charles White. I've given you my perspective. I don't necessarily believe this, but I'm going to withhold full judgment for the rest of the world's scientific studies on these bodies. Hopefully those results of those studies will be conducted soon. Let's see what my dad has to say. Okay. You look at the alien corpses. Where's that? How have you not seen him yet? Go look at him right now and tell me what you think. Well, the top fuel dragster can wait. You gotta see the alien corpses that need an expert's opinion. I'm not making fun of you. I just want to know what you think about it. The Nazca lines, they claim they're 1,000 years old. Alright, so this one does not have your stamp as legitimate. Alright, so it's not as convincing to you as Puma Punku and all that. Okay, well you heard it here first. If my dad doesn't believe it's real alien evidence, then damn it, it's just not real alien evidence at the end of the day. So he's not super convinced of it. He's of course going to keep his finger on the pulse. That's what since they are inviting the rest of the world to study these mummified remains, I'm hoping that we'll get some conclusive yeses or no's on if it's extraterrestrial or not. I feel like that should be smart to prove had more witness to something so tragic. Somber state. Feels on a funeral service. A streamer invited one of her mods to hang out with her in real life, and then did a stream that was an hour and 25 minutes of agonizing, miserable, inhumane torture. Waterboarding would have felt more pleasant for this mod, I imagine. She spends the entire stream basically just insulting him. He is the butt of every one of her jokes, and she kind of just reduces him to a spittoon for her and her chat to spit in and make fun of. Now, I think punching bags get treated with more respect than this guy did, and it only got worse the longer the stream went on. She had a donation goal where the stream gave her $500. She would kiss him.
I won't listen. If you ever want to get drunk really fast, just have to kiss Dilly. You'll be fucked up by the time the night's over.
That is soul-crushingly mean-spirited. That is downright diabolical. Saying if you want to get drunk, just try and kiss Dilly, you'll be fucked up by the end of the night. Saying that you have to be hammered to want to kiss this guy. And this is the attitude for the entire stream. So she makes it pretty clear that she can't really stand to be around him unless she is extraordinarily drunk. So the whole time she is drinking throughout the stream, they reach the donation goal, so now she is obligated to give him a little smooch.
Can you come closer? Yes! Can you poke her up? Poke her up!
That's all that.
You snotted on me! You just snotted on me! Wait on my leg! Yes! Alright, come on!
If I was watching a hostage video where someone had kidnapped my grandmother, threatening to slit her throat unless I paid the ransom, I would honestly find that video to be less cruel and more humane than this two-stream I just watched. This is absolutely brutal. My heart breaks for this guy. I don't know who he is. I don't know what he's done to deserve this, but this is like a divine punishment here. This whole thing was her idea. This was her donation incentive. And now she's acting like it was the worst thing that ever happened to her. It's so bad, she's gotta go rinse her mouth out, she's gotta fucking brush her teeth and scrub it all down with soap and bleach, just to try and erase the stain that his lips put upon hers. It's just evil. This whole stream is her basically just bullying this guy. You okay? She's putting on this big song and dance about how gross and disgusting this was, when it was her idea. She's doing this just to make him feel even worse and put on a show for her chat at this guy's expense. Like, oh, this loveless loser virgin flew all the way here, and oh, I just had to kiss him. Like, that's so mean. And this should be a wake-up call to her chat that, like, donates money to her under this idea that she's going to like them or something like that, or parasocially donating to her because they think that they're going to be friends or even more than that. This should be the biggest wake-up call. Your third eye should be fucking beaming from your forehead right now with this out there. This is her mod, someone who literally, like, does a ton for her. And this is how he's getting treated in front of everybody. That's what she thinks of you as well. Now, like I said, it's not just this viral moment here. The very beginning of the stream comes out fucking guns blazing, going hog wild about this guy having no shot with her and that she doesn't even really respect him at all.
Hey, yeah, Dilly living victory. Aren't you so happy to be here? Yeah, I've been posting pictures of Dilly every single day on Discord, and this guy cannot hang. Dilly's eyes are fucked. It's because I'm caffeine allergic, and he has allergy meds. Doesn't feel like you, bro. Every time I say Dilly, I just start laughing.
This is the very beginning of the stream. This is chapter 1. It's not even chapter 1, it's the prologue. And she immediately comes out of the gate saying that he looks like Gru from Despicable Me, and she can't help but laugh when she sees him. The stream doesn't even make it 5 full minutes without her making sure to insult him in front of everybody. He's just getting publicly flogged immediately. She is flaying him alive throughout most of the stream. Again, this whole hour and 25 minutes is basically just make fun of Dilly and let the chat make fun of Dilly too. It's so mean-spirited. And this guy, again, I don't know anything about him. He wasn't even creepy or weird or awkward. He seemed like just a very normal guy. He even seems pretty nice and really not weird. And yes, he does come across as like a little lonely and a little socially shy, but there's no like red flags or anything alarming about this guy at all. This must have been hell on earth for him to not only get invited out by the person who clearly cares about odds for her, but to go there and then just be perpetually insulted directly by that person and the community that you bought for having all these tomatoes thrown at you throughout the whole thing. And on top of all of that, be surrounded by cats which trigger his allergies. The misery must have been indescribable. Like, I'm getting parasocial with it because I actually just really do feel bad for him. Like, brother, come on. Have some more self-respect. Have some more confidence. You deserve it. You deserve better than this treatment here. That was just so easy. Now, I already know that I know the excuse is going to be, oh, she's clearly just pushing his buttons. They're just joshing around. They're very close friends, obviously. I don't get that impression at all. These aren't jokes I would tell to even my best friend Matt, who I've known since middle school. A lot of what she says to and about Dilly is just downright nasty. I would never say to Matt, like, the only reason, you know, your wife ever kissed you is because she must have blackout drunk and forgot what you looked like or something. That's just so fucked up. Like, she makes statements like that pretty often throughout this stream. These aren't really jokes. She is just insulting this guy as much as possible to make him a laughing stock for her stream.
You couple, Vivi, are not dating. I did not claim this. Sorry, that's so mean. But don't claim it. So yeah, 1 hour stream, so every minute counts. I made a donation goal of $500. I will kiss Dilly. So we hit it. But hopefully, I will be drunk for that. Let's take the first shot of the night, yeah? Is it too early? Cheers.
The way she responded to the cute couple statement seemed like she was genuinely offended anyone would even say something like that. Now, keep in mind, she's still sober right here, so this is still her insulting him with the training wheels on. She hasn't even taken the gloves off yet. It gets really bad shortly after.
And I made all the boys go with Dilly to help change his pants, so I think Dilly threw away his chunky throw pants in the trash. Dilly had the same size hands. Oh my god, you have baby hands. Yeah, we have the same size hands. Let me just hold it.
The astute observers out there will have noticed that I moved the stream to 2x speed during her story times, and I'll openly admit to it. The reason is because it was genuinely painful listening to her tell those stories because it's just shitting on Dilly. She's putting him on blast as frequently as possible, sharing his most embarrassing moments, so giving his low lights. Here's the worst of moments with Dilly. Here's what Dilly did that was so embarrassing last night. You guys need to hear this. It's just, again, so unnecessarily mean. And then, of course, she has to do something about penis size, so she said, we have the same size hands, which means you have a tiny dick. Your hands aren't even the same size. His hands are visibly bigger than yours, but again, this is just being rude for the sake of it. Nobody is meaner to tier 3 subs or Twitch mods than the streamer themselves, it seems. She is so much nastier to her mod than anyone on Twitter has ever been to any mod for any streamer ever. Now, there are a couple times in the stream that she said that they're good friends, so it's all, you know, in good fun. And what a load of dirty barnacles. I think she says that to try and convince Dilly, and Dilly, he believes it. Dilly's bought into that fantasy. This does not strike me as two people that are friends. This strikes me as her using him for content, as a punching bag. That's what this all seems like. No friend dynamic is like this. No friendship goes like this. Of course you're going to joke around with your friends. You're going to get mean with your friends. But at the end of the day, you're close. And you know that there's no actual bad blood or malicious intent there. I do not get that vibe from this interaction at all. Because it is unrelenting for an hour and 25 minutes. And what I'm about to show you here, I think is the most foul thing that she said throughout it.
Oh my god, we go back with my ex. We're done with
Give me that. Give me
God,
that.
let me say it. No, or don't know. This I don't say its name out loud. This ex fucking traumatized me. Get a family addiction, drug addiction, predator, and after fucking either go through trauma and emotional abuse, or date Tilly for 6 months. Trying to get back with my ex. Okay. Is it truly a
It's in 2 times speed because again she was going on a montage of degrading him. And then it got to that question. Would you rather get back with your ex, who apparently traumatized her, or date Dilly for 6 months? And she chooses her ex. And then just laughs it off. She would rather be in, I guess, this emotionally abusive situation that she called it, and be traumatized, than be with Dilly for 6 months. Why would you even answer this question in the first place? That is so fucked up. I was stunned when that came around. Like, she knows Dilly is clearly interested in her romantically, and yet she uses that as the butt of the jokes. Like, half of the stream is making it clear that she feels she is so out of his league, so superior to him, that the comedy is that people even suggest there's a chance. So this question rolls around, and she's like, oh yeah, I'd definitely just go back with the ex. Definitely wouldn't go back, or go with Dilly for 6 months. I'd rather be emotionally abused than spend time with this guy. In front of his face, too. The guy who basically does work for you on your screen by nodding, who is also now gone out of his way to hang out with you in real life, and on your stream for your content. And now he has to sit there and hear that you would rather be emotionally abused and traumatized than date him for 6 months. This guy who obviously cares about you. I can't even imagine what a statement like that must feel like to hear. And he has to keep himself composed because she's broadcasting all of this to her audience publicly. Like, I've never met anyone that I've had any kind of relationship with, a friend, or even an acquaintance, that has said something that even teeters on as mean as what she just did right there. And she did it right to the face of someone who very clearly cares a lot about her. Now, she laughs it off and moves on to the next question, and I think Dilly has been brainwashed by her into thinking that he's a good friend of hers. But Dilly, I'm just going to hit you with cold water. Friends don't treat each other this way. She is treating you like a subhuman pile of garbage.
Me personally, I would not hit. So, yeah, there is a right or wrong answer here. But me personally... How about you rate me first? Oh, you know, I'm not gonna rate. I'm just gonna drink. If it wasn't, I would say that out loud.
Again, it's just an absolute flurry of disrespect from her towards Dilly. But I wanted to show this clip here at the end because I think this is a great summation of how this whole experience went, where he rates her a 10 out of 10, and then she refuses to rate him, so he playfully is like, oh, okay, that must mean like I'm a 6. And then she didn't have to say anything, she could have just moved on to the next question, but she went out of her way to let him know that that's not the case. So she says, if it was a 6, I would have said it out loud. Anyway, just trying to take another little stab, drive the dagger deep inside of his heart here to let him know that he is beneath her. He's not a 6 to her, and he needs to know it. It's so unnecessarily mean. It's just being an asshole and nothing more. She puts him down every chance she can find. She attacks every single one of his perceived weaknesses in her eyes, and is doing everything in her power to publicly humiliate and degrade him. It is not friendly. There is nothing jovial about this whole stream at all. It is mean-spirited and just really fucking sad. Like I mentioned, there was a couple of times she tried to cushion the blows, like, oh, we're such good friends, this is all okay. And then when one of the questions during Truth or Drink is, what was your favorite thing about Dilly? And she says that he's nice, and that he's like just super nice and not awkward. Those are the only couple instances where she wasn't just shitting on him. And I think she did that because she could see from her chat that people were dogpiling on him. It is just a really uncomfortable stream.
Honestly, you're not getting sick. I think maybe a girl would down to dance with you, you know? But there's no way. I don't think you're getting any girls at first. You're going, like, I'm gonna say 0 out of 10. I would let you. I'm a good friend. So what is it
So
dramatic?
fast, I did it, guys.
Love is being honest. I don't see. Prove me wrong though. No, prove me wrong.
I was perfectly content to not show you the clips from the stream. It's just stuff that I remember this moment, and I just had to showcase it. Even if it's not directly about the she won't even let him think he had a chance with any girl, for that matter. None. Like, he's not even allowed
Can I
to
buy anything?
go into the club with any man except there
Nope.
was no man. And she's even they were getting paid for it, like chatting and asking, hey, you think you're a chance girl? And this was her response. He's not even allowed to have a good account going into it because she's already shitting on him beforehand to bring himself his name down. It's just bullshit. It's just being guilty to this guy. It just doesn't matter. He's not allowed to breathe for a second, A, because of the allergies that he's got, but B, because she is constantly this miasma to him. Like, it's just so negative. If this were actually any symptoms of a she would have lifted him up, like, yeah, you're gonna get some pussy tonight, let's go, you know, let's have a good time out there. That's not what she's doing. She's immediately putting him down again for the millionth time this stream.
Next question. Do you ever have any feelings for Edgar Moss like him? Hell no, that's not your mind on.
Last clip of this stream, I thought this was a I ain't had for a long time how awful parasocial relationships are, and I think hearing her say that should have snapped a ton of people that just by donating to somebody or donating to somebody, all of a sudden they're going to suffer. Does it happen? It won't happen, but that is not a healthy mindset for you as a viewer. I wanted to put this here because she just says it with her whole chest right in front of Dilly. Again, we're usually here in this stream, but this is actually an important possibility.
Wow, that is fucking terrible. I got him over.
They are not only suddenly best friends, but they are not obligated to fall in love. So, not feel the moment is unsure, but it needs to get back. However, being said, what Dilly is suggesting is nothing shy of please. Nobody deserves this level of humiliation, and I feel extremely bad for him, and I'm just genuinely wishing him the best for it. I just had to talk about this because it is downright meanest and saddest I've ever seen on Twitch. Like, incredibly irritating. So yeah, that's really about it. So yeah. We're entering into an age where people just don't know how to socialize. It's just this inability to appropriately communicate with one another in a way. It's less and frankly, a lot of unhinged weirdos. I have become way too invested in reading these horror stories from people that were related to their dates, and all of a sudden they put tits up with nothing because disconnected from reality and perpetually on activities. Like, I am so deep into this rabbit hole, I understand how pathetic that is. On my part, I can't help it. It's so fascinating. Like, it seems like you have better luck finding your soulmate in one of my streams, like, by just communicating with someone in the chat. Like, you probably would meet a more compatible match with solo queue League of Legends than you would on a dating app. The people in fucking solo queue League are more mentally stable, less difficult, and less weird than people I've seen that are today, this post kind of popped off on me. I fully recognize a lot of these could be a bunch of horseradish, but I like to suspend disbelief anyway. Plus, it's a weird thing to fake because you don't get anything out of it besides added karma, I suppose, which is the most useless currency since Monopoly money. So anyway, the story is this girl's friend was going on a date with a gentleman that she had met online. She was really cool. They repeat this restaurant, and that's where the story starts. So she says, I'm on my way, to which our gentle sir tips his fedora and says, hey, majority feels a little muscle to me. This is their first date. I feel like you can't just be dropping a cane like that. She's a little aggressive, but maybe I'm reading into it too deep since I already know how the story played out. She says, are you there yet? No, I'm going to be a little bit late. No worries, up here, I'll be in the far right corner. finally arrives, our protagonist makes it to the scene, he kicks open the doors, he says, "I'm here, I don't see you," to which she describes the location. Next to the big plant in the back, to the right of the first floor.
Oh,
The machine
that's a bit.
provides them with protection and begin their fate.
Ah,
The date that will really begin, because
okay.
you see something first walking into the establishment. He drops this bomb on her. He says, "Piss off," out of nowhere. Actually, from out of left field, the curveball, which catches her off guard. She goes, "I'm sorry, I'm really confused right now." As he hasn't sat down at the table, she hasn't even seen him yet, and he's angry about it. Let's start to speculate. Perhaps looking at it next
Oh my god, I'm too slow.
that he's been catfished and might have seen her from a distance. What if I told you
Oh
the
shit.
reality is something none of you possibly guess? It's actually super easy to
Wow.
all you need is to shop sportsball.com and get the retro basketball line. It's that
Wow, this
simple.
game
An
is not that
incredible
good.
assortment of